Shalom, shalom, beautiful people of the world. How is it going? Shalom to you. Shabbat shalom to everybody that's celebrating the Shabbat on today. Hope everybody's doing wonderful. Everybody's day is going pretty good. First of all, giving praises to the Most High, Yahuah, Sabaoth, Bahashem, Yahusha HaMashiach, His only begotten, who is our kinsman redeemer, who is Adonai, excuse me, by way of the Ruach HaKodesh, who is our leader, who guides us in all truth, who provides comfort in the time and the hour of sin and temptation, and who brings all things to remembrance. Yeah, family, it's been a couple weeks since we've had a Chosen Conversations. I just want to thank all the new subscribers, all the returning subscribers, everybody that has been showing the House of Yahuah love and the Butler family love. We just truly appreciate you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing the videos, and sharing the videos, and liking and commenting. Can't do it without you. We, the people, we serve you. We are servants of the Most High first and foremost. And I just want to say thank you for all that you do for us, and the love and the dedication to this family. Continue to lift us in prayer as we elevate, as the Most High exalts this family as far as servanthood and His timing, and how He sees fit. Hallelujah. So once again, Chosen Conversations. It's been a couple weeks. The Butler family's had a lot going on. We made the feature and the cover of the Light magazine, Brew News. Sister Delta, shouts out to you and the sister Towards Torah for a great job and amazing work that you do in serving the people and bringing the journalism and the articles and the brew businesses and keeping us abreast on things happening in Yashar'el with our music and the industry and the food that our chefs and our families make in Yashar'el. I want to say thank you. It was an absolute pleasure and fun, so much fun getting all the stuff together to present to them and let them do what they do and bring it to the people. So yeah, so Chosen Conversations, we'll be back with you with another topic and another conversation here soon. We got new music out. Praise Report is out, streaming all platforms. New Moon is out, streaming all platforms. My man Jay Lutch, Growth. Jay Lutch has a single, Growth, featuring yours truly, Mr. me, Ayo Ben Yahu. So yes, new music out, more new music on the way. Got some features I am knocking out. So the Praise Report segments and episodes starting tomorrow on Facebook Live. On Facebook. We're going to start the Praise Report segments. Each week we will have a new family, new Israelites coming on to the channel, speaking about how the Most High has been good to them in their praise reports in their lives. Tomorrow we'll start with my little daughter, my youngest daughter, little Miss Yaya, and her story, and our praise report as a family on what this journey has been like, what the Most High's report has been opposed to the doctors regarding her condition. And we're going to talk about that. So we're going to start with her tomorrow, Sunday the 11th. I think tomorrow's the 11th, right? Excuse me. Tomorrow's the 11th, so we're going to start with that. We're going to start with her praise report, and, you know, how she fights every day. We talked a little bit about that during the miracle video that we had a couple months back that was dedicated to our special needs children and how they are miracles. So we're going to continue her story and her praise report tomorrow. First segment for praise report starts tomorrow, Sunday the 11th. We'll be continuing that, y'all willing, each week. Fall Feast Festival, Archdale, North Carolina, 7th Day Harvest Ministries, Yah's Healing Hand Ministries out of Louisville, Kentucky. They're putting on a great event for Yashar'el. So y'all willing, October the 6th through the 9th. I will be performing that Friday, the 7th. Me and the family will be there. If I believe registration is about to close down. From what I understand, they had 7 seats, only 7 seats left and available as of I want to say Thursday, the 8th or the 9th, something like that. So I don't know if seats are still available. So if you haven't registered, it's only $20 for registration for a family, only $30 for 5 seats registration for vending. So if you have a family of 5, nobody, I start these, my phone does not ring, no text, no notifications until I start making video or talking. Like, since this video probably 11 or 12. It's crazy. Ain't it crazy how that happens? But yes, nevertheless, limited seats are available. If you have a family of 5, $20 will get you 5 seats. If you have a business and you are a vendor, you want to show your product, it's $30 for 5 seats, and to do that, show that product. So yeah, family, man, it's been a lot going on. We'll be back. I just wanted to give a quick update on why you probably is like, well, hey, he did this chosen conversation the past couple weeks. Once again, the Most High is truly blessing his family. We've just been doing a lot other different things as the Most High has taken us in a different direction. Not a different direction, but just a direction that he's enhancing, that he's doing. The shift is happening. So we're thankful. Truth Be Told Flex Podcast with Yashar'el, Judah as the host, co-host, Adonai Yahuah, and yours truly, every Thursday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Central Standard Time. We had a great show this past week. Biblical breakdown and current events, talking about different things happening in our governments. And this past week we spoke, and we led off the show with Ephesians 6:12, and how we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places and powers and authorities and rulers. Okay, and I'm paraphrasing. If I messed that order up, forgive me. Charge it to the head, not the heart. Okay, but we talked about that, and a lot of things going on now in the news. What recently happened in Memphis, Tennessee. My condolences to the families that were affected. One thing I noticed in that, far as the spiritual wickedness, and we are not wrestling against flesh and blood. It is all spiritual, right? So one thing I did notice, the young man that I want to believe 7 people were hit, 4 people expired, and I believe more injured. Well, this young man's name is Ezekiel, and this happened on the 9th. So if you go read Ezekiel, now I'm not saying I don't claim I'm a servant of the Most High. That's what I am. Okay, I don't claim to be. I don't claim to be anything. I don't claim to prophesy. I just see things that the Ruach speaks. I see things that may line up. I do not believe in coincidences. Things happen for a reason. The Most High will allow things to happen for a reason. He speaks in different ways, and he moves. His thoughts are higher than ours. His ways are higher. So I did a couple weeks ago. We had a conversation about that, closing that gap and learning his ways and his thoughts. It's mysterious. We are trying to understand it, overstand it. We're trying to get there. We seek his face, trying to get there. So in this situation, you just say, that is Ezekiel. Then if you go to Ezekiel 9, it talks about starting at the sanctuary, going through the city, and taking people out, except for those who has the mark of Yahuah. Think about it. Like I said, I'm not declaring, I'm not decreeing anything. I'm just simply saying. I believe, you just got to look at these things, and once again, we have to start thinking like the Most High, as the Most High, how he sees things from his perspective, from his lens, as his people. We have to get out of this flesh and the ruach, the spirit. You see what I'm saying? Like it's that deep, but then again, it's complex, but it's simple. It's a paradigm. The paradigm and the way we think, the shift is happening. I've talked about cliches. All these years we've cliched things, and they've become just coming to us. Now all of a sudden these cliches are becoming reality, and we're not thinking about it. How long we've been saying it's about to get real, and a certain 70-year reign has come to an end, and I want to say Jeremiah 25 speaks about that. Like I said, I'm not saying you got to go read it for yourself. I don't want to speak on that particular passing. I'm sure everybody knows who I'm speaking of. I don't, all I know is colonizing and colonization. When you're talking about monarchy and the throne, all I'll say is it had to start somewhere. Okay? And if America broke off from England in 1776 and gained its independence, that means it once was under England. And is it a coincidence that we just happen to not speak our mother tongue and speak English? Y'all get where I'm going with that? Think about it. Like I said, I don't want to speak directly on it. Things are just ramping up, and we have to use wisdom, and we have to seek. Like I said, we have to speak with couth, speak with some kind of honor on ourselves. I'm not talking about we honor each other, yes, the living, yes, we honor each other, but we still want to have some type of dignity. I'm talking about ourselves, man. We joke, we laugh, we play, we have fun, but I don't, the house of Yahuah, that's how we move a certain way. If you move a certain way, that's understandable. I understand. I don't want to be seen as, I don't make light of different things. But going back, go read Jeremiah or Yahuah 25. Talks about a 70-year reign being over, and this monarchy from a recent passing, it ended a 70-year reign from 1952 to 2022. 1952 was 4 years after a certain people was moved in a certain area, after a certain war ended in 1948. That's not a coincidence. You got to understand, different ships stopped off in different places from the west coast of Africa all the way through the Caribbean, or Caribbean, however you want to say it, to the coast of the Carolinas, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, all the way up to Virginia, East Coast, Southeast, all the way down to Texas. So you figure the West Indies, Jamaica, the Bahamas, the Virgin Islands, who owns those lands? Last year, the past 8 months, there was a whole controversy about certain people visiting that area. Well, that controversy that was happening about the grandson and his wife visiting, well, the grandmother that recently passed, like, you see how that all that's connecting? So you got to think about these things. From slavery, who broke off from who in 1776, what they still did from that point until slavery ended. You got to understand, well, who started it? When detectives or police is investigating a crime, everybody's seen First 48 on A&E. Everybody's seen CSI. They don't just say, oh, what happened? Yeah, they say that, but they say, take me back to when you first started on that day. Tell me everything that happened. When you got up and ate breakfast all the way to what in the crime scene or whatever happened. So once again, in that same analogy, we have to start, you go back to the first. Don't just say, oh, when in a certain time frame, this is what happened. You got to go all the way back and see who actually started things, where it all started. Who had the money to start, for ships to sail, for the manpower, for the men to be on those ships. You have to ask yourself that. So yeah, family, didn't want to go off on a tangent, but those are the conversations we'll be having soon. And on Truth Be Told Flex podcast, we spoke about the Ruwako things that is leading these governments, and that's how I kind of went off on that tangent to talk about that, because it's spiritual. It's Ruwako, man. There's Ruwaks behind these people making decisions, these policymakers. They've been dealing with and serving Ruwaks for a long time. So they ain't stopped. There are principalities, rulers that are governing behind the scenes, things we can't see with the natural eye, right? Things that you don't normally think about. Well, it's time to start thinking about these things, guys. It's time to start really seeking the Most High's face and really fasting and praying on these things. What's the real? You got to know your enemy. There's a lot in Yashar'el right now that all these doctrine beliefs and quarrels over doctrine, while at the same time you got stuff going on in the around us that we should be combating against, but we can't because there's so much infighting. And at the same time, Yashar'el is dealing with this lust battle. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna say it. It's happening. Yashar'el, we got a covetous, lustful, and lust don't necessarily have to mean sex. It could be wanting the fleshly things, material things, while at the same time we need to be building up our spiritual, our Ruwako man, so we can endure these times that are ahead, these times that are upon us. You know what I'm saying? So my prayer is that out of love of the Most High, the Father, out of love of the Son, with the Ruach HaKodash's leading us, that we will all be able to somehow know that Yashar'el's unity, we have to unite, then cry out together, collectively. Cry out to the Most High. And that's when he'll start to lend his ear to us as a nation, as a whole. and then act on our behalf. Because two edges, I believe, Shir Yeshua on the podcast this past week and last week, he has been really ruachally led on 2 Edges 15, and 2 Edges 15 talks about how the Most High, he will not hold his tongue any longer. And we all know what our tongues do. We speak. Right now I'm using my tongue to speak to you. Well, when Yahuah, during the creation, he was speaking. He formed Adam with his hands out of the dust of the ground, and Adam became a living soul after the Most High breathed into him. But everything, he spoke. So now the Most High is about to speak again. And every word that he has written and spoken it cannot return void. So he says, I'm not holding my tongue any longer. So you have to understand and understand what that truly means. So we're living in a time where it's like, I know it's been cliched. I know we've said it, but you really have to understand what's going on, and we have to know your enemy. And all these little quarrels and things that Yashar'el got going on, and all these underlying things that I don't know why folks think that they may be getting away with things, like there's others that don't have discernment. I don't know what that is, because I know that there are true leaders in Yashar'el and true people that are behind the scenes and in secret with the Father that are getting down with the get down, meaning their prayer life and their fasting, and they're praying for Yashar'el, and they see things. They see it. So, does the act of many, do they not just care? Maybe so. Or maybe they just think, can't nobody else see it, so I'm going to do what I want to do and don't care what nobody else thinks. That's fine. But we, as ministers, as music makers, as preachers, and we have to live that lifestyle and we have to model true kingdom citizenship. I'll put it that way. It's social media, folks get offended by somebody make a post. Like, why would you get offended if nobody says your name? That's another thing I don't get about social media. If nobody says your name, then why are you getting offended by a post? Some people get offended. For what? You just do what you normally do. Keep scrolling or heart it, comment. But a lot of that stuff, man, and that's another thing. This, support for your fellow artists and fellow music makers and fellow ministers, and you don't agree on one thing, so now you don't share, you don't like, but you be in people's stories. But you don't like the post, or you don't comment, and I can only speak from experience. It's cool, but like I said, it's just something I notice, just something I observe. I don't look for it. I just happen to notice that, like, oh, okay. You could put you could make a post, no like, no comment, no share. But of course people will, different people will. It's a choice to like, or but I'm saying you make the choice to go in the story and heart it, or make a comment in the story, like, because other people can't see it, so you don't want somebody else to say, oh, I disagree with that person. Why you like their post on Facebook and I disagree with them? You're not my friend anymore. Like, is that the case? I guess is that something like that? Like, I'm just saying, I don't know, Yashar'el. This something I observed. I don't want, my intent is not to offend. I don't want to bring offense to nobody. It's just something I observe, and then I see it, and I just think on these things, man, and I get my heart. You guys, my Isha, my wife, Malcolm, man, she be seeing me. She be like, what's wrong? And I just get, sometimes my heart get heavy for Yashar'el, my people. My heart get, my ruach get heavy, and I just think about it, and I just pray on it. Just, Father, just give us the love for each other. Just allow us to receive it from you, Abba. I pray for my people because I love, and this is, excuse me, this is not for everybody. I'm just having a conversation, some things once again we need to talk about. And man, I was just coming on here just real quick to just tell you why we haven't been having a conversation the past couple of weeks, and I end up having a conversation. So I love you guys, Yashar'el. So excuse me. So yeah, next week we're gonna go in depth. Everything I just talked about, different topics. This whole Tiffany Haddish and Harry Spears thing. Man, I don't know. It's just the whole Memphis thing. 7 years rulership is transitioning to another rulership in the same family. And you got to understand, when there is a face of a certain supremacy, that's where it started. Just put it that way. Like I said, I ain't saying no names. I don't want, I don't make any money off YouTube. So, I don't, but like I said, here we have a little couth and a little dignity on what we speak on and whose names we throwing out. Like I said, even with Harry Spears and Tiffany Haddish, that's alleged. I ain't seen no video. I don't want to see that. So it's all alleged. So once again, even though I'm saying their names, speaking on names, I gotta have dignity, because you never know the naked eye. There could be somebody behind the scenes doing something totally different with that stuff. You see what I'm saying? So we have to be careful and use wisdom on how we speak. And, because I'm sure there's people that probably speak about me. I don't occur, but, everybody ain't gonna like you. There's gonna be people that, just, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, family, I love y'all. Sometimes y'all can forgive me, Father, if I say anything wrong to anybody. I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings like that, y'all. I just got to say what's on my mind and get it. I just tell y'all what's going on. But anyway, I love y'all. I've been on here almost 28 minutes. Love y'all. Towards Conversations will return. Shout out to Sister Delta, the staff at Brew News, the Light magazine. It's a pleasure and an honor to serve the people. So thankful that the House of Yahuah was featured in the magazine, and that we were able to get on the cover. We love you guys. Thankful for the work you do for the people. And I'm excited for what the Most High has in store for us. I'm excited for what he's doing. So yeah, family, love you guys. It is raining today. I didn't get to take my normal Shabbat walk, but you can still, we gotta breathe in and let it out. Breathe in and let it out. Love you, family. And shalom. Claim victory.